Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I am continuing my Sardinia series with the daily vlogs, and in this video specifically, I will share my days 5 and 6 in Sardinia, which include some epic beaches and great meals. So if you are looking to plan a trip for Sardinia, I think you'll really enjoy this series. I will link all of them down below because I went for 9 days and we stayed in Porto Rotondo in northern Sardinia, but we also did a day trip to La Maddalena and explored tons of great beaches within 30 minutes or so of the Porto Rotondo area. So if that sounds good, let's jump in to the video. Buonasera, which is a good evening in Italian. I'm in my favorite spot in our apartment, which is the roof terrace, although very sadly it's a little bit cloudy, and sorry, there's some noise, a car has just gone by. Let's recap day 5 in Sardinia. So we decided to stay locally again in Porto Rotondo, and we actually got the recommendation of a friend that we've met locally of a great beach to check out, which is Spiaggia Dei Sassi, S-A-S-S-I. All places will be linked down below with Google Maps information. And the place we had dinner at the night before that also has an outpost there with their beach club. So they have a beach club specific restaurant. So pretty much the same situation as Era Beach. I would say the sand is not as nice, but the expanse of water is stunning. And it was so nice to kind of see the boats and like the mountain in the distance. It was really beautiful being in the sun loungers. So I think the prices were 20 euros per person for the sun loungers. So that was, you know, what we also experienced at Era Beach. So we proceeded to kind of sit down there, enjoy. I made some friends at the kind of bar stand as I was getting my espresso in the morning. Turns out one of the Italian signoras, the ladies, used to live in Washington, D.C., so we were having a nice old chat, and then a couple other people gathered around, and they were very kindly speaking in English or translating for the ones who didn't speak English, which was just nice. And then, yeah, we also had lunch at the restaurant, which was really wonderful. I decided to go for a starter. I had the octopus with potatoes and the kind of cherry tomatoes. So simple, so good. Had a little bit of lettuce inside of it. Very, very, very flavorful. My friend had the another octopus with like an orange sauce with it, and we decided to split a caprese salad between the two of us. And as luck would have it, two of our friends that we met on this trip ended up joining us for lunch as well, and they had kind of 2 salads, and they shared kind of a bruschetta starter with whipped cod roe, which they said was really interesting. Yeah, so it was a really nice day. Unfortunately, one of our friends got stung by a jellyfish at this beach and had quite a shock with it, and unfortunately it wasn't the first time she was stung on this trip. My friend and I have had no issues with that, but for whatever reason this beach on that day, you know, nobody else we were with got stung, unfortunately, just she did, and thankfully the lifeguard stand there had something to help her, but yeah, she was a little shocked coming out of the water. So yeah, so we just kind of ended up spending some time sitting in the sun with her and just, you know, cooling down. And then I actually didn't film anything else for the rest of the evening because as it is a wonderfully small world, 2 of my friends from the United States happened to be in Porto Rotondo, and they were actually docking their boat in Porto Rotondo, and through the magic that is Instagram, we realized this and made plans to have a dinner, but I hadn't seen them in so many years. I didn't want to film the food or any of the things that we got up to, but we went to a restaurant called Bambusa. I'll leave it linked down below, and it was so good. I would definitely recommend it in Porto Rotondo. We had like a bruschetta, we had a burrata and a kind of coconut coated panko shrimp to start. I had a gnocchetti with some raw shrimp and like cured raw shrimp, and it has like some stracciatella cheese and pistachio. So good. My friend had the octopus, which she said was great, so it was double octopusing that day. My other friend had the vongole, which is the pasta with the clams, and the other friend had another pasta dish, and I actually don't remember what was in it, but he said it was fantastic. And we finished our evening at the Coffee Pot, which because we're here in this kind of shoulder end of season, is pretty much the only lively bar that's open late into the evening. So we finished there, and we saw one of our local friends there, and we met some new friends who were also passing through town who we might catch up with on another day or evening in this trip. So, you know, Sardinia is super friendly, and I'm just really enjoying it. So today is day 6 in Sardinia. Oh, how the time flies when you are having fun. Today we decided to head up to a beach near Porto Cervo, which is called, it's Grande Pevero. I will leave it linked down below. And one tip with this one, don't put the beach name in Google Maps, put the parking lot for the beach, because you can't actually, I think it would take you down a very strange path if you didn't put the parking lot, because it almost tries to take you driving down a hiking trail. Didn't want to make that mistake. So we ended up doing that. And the beach was lovely. Just the beach was grande, as the description suggested. Because we were in Porto Cervo, which is much more posh than Porto Rotondo, is still very upmarket and posh, but Porto Cervo is like where all the billionaire yachts park. And this beach wasn't posh in atmosphere at all. It was very relaxed, but it was 50 euros for 2 sunbeds for the day, and it didn't include towels or anything. And it actually didn't even include like beach club access, although I found out that with the place that we went to lunch that's adjacent to the beach, you can use the toilets for 50 pence, 50 cents, pence? I don't know what you say with euros. So that's fine. And yeah, so we just wanted to just enjoy for the day, but this beach has, I'm finding a lot of the beaches in this part of Sardinia have the same thing in common. Gorgeous turquoise, aqua kind of water, flat kind of sandy beaches, great for swimming. This one was also very shallow until you went almost to the far end where the buoys are, so that made it nice because you could swim without touching the ground. Lots of fish in the water, so really enjoyed this. Went for 2 swims, a few walks on the beach, and we had a lunch at the beach club there, which I forget the name right now, but I'll put it down here. This was one of my favorite beach club lunches today. Also probably one of the more expensive ones, to be fair. I had the seared sesame tuna. So good, so fresh, and it came with some grilled mixed vegetables, so like a grilled rucola lettuce, I think it is, like whatever the red lettuce is. It's not cabbage, but I think it's rucola. And then eggplant and zucchini. And of course the customary bread that always comes to the table in Italy. Because I was the driver, I didn't have anything to drink. My friend had a glass of white wine, and the setting of this restaurant is just dreamy because it's perched up a little bit higher above the beach, so you get the gorgeous views of the water and the beach below, which is wonderful. And we decided we wanted to have dessert because our mains were definitely more on the light side, and we saw tiramisu on the menu, and there comes with a little tableside presentation where there's coffee in the tiramisu, but then he comes and pours a little bit more espresso on top, which is lovely. And then our wonderful host server came over and gave us some free shots of like a local digestive spirit. So I did have that because we weren't going to be driving for quite a few hours, so that was fine. But yeah, just was such a nice, lovely, chilled day, so I definitely would recommend that beach as well. I also will say the parking is more expensive. We've had free parking in Porto Rotondo, maybe because it's shoulder season, I don't know. But at this beach, it was €2 per hour to park, so we ended up doing for 5 hours. So €10, and if you think you can cheat the system, you cannot, because as you leave, they check your ticket, and if you've stayed longer, you have to pay more. So just word to the wise, but you can pay with credit card at this one, which is great because the we ended up doing the first parking lot, not the second one, which is attached to a hotel, but you'll see both of them right next to each other on Google Maps. I'll leave it linked down below. But yeah, really nice day. So now we're just gonna shower and get ready and decide our evening plans. So I will catch up with you later and let you know what we got up to. So wrapping up our day 6 in Sardinia, we ended up going to dinner in Porto Rotondo, and we wanted to try a new place that we had walked by a few times called Del Molo. And it is, this place has a few different concepts. So it's an all-day kind of bar and gelateria. So you can go there for breakfast, you can go there for a gelato, you can go there for aperitivo. They have kind of a bar menu, and then they also have a more fine dining portion of the restaurant, which is on its own floating dock kind of outside of the restaurant. And we decided we wanted to try the more fine dining equivalent, and we started with the most beautiful salad. It was just called a green salad on the menu, but it came with apple, really good cheese. I don't know if it was Parmigiano or Pecorino, but like a hard cheese. Some toasted hazelnuts, shaved carrots, and just the most flavorful kind of olive oil based dressing. Tutto bene, very good. And then for the main, we decided actually to split the whole sea bass, which it is, it's a whole fish, but what they do is they grill it with just some herbs and seasoning in the belly, and then they bring the whole fish out tableside, and they plate it and debone it for you, so you're not kind of tucking into a whole fish. You have a beautifully plated kind of portion of fish, and this kind of dish is only recommended for 2 people. So it was perfect for us. We had a glass of vino bianco, just white wine each, and it was just such a lovely, relaxed dinner. And then after, we decided to go back to our favorite local hotspot in Porto Rotondo, which is called the Coffee Pot, which I'm not sure how I'll cut these videos, so forgive me if this is repetitive, but it is a kind of sushi restaurant that is only open in the evenings for aperitivo, for dinner, or for after dinner drinks. And we went there and had some wine and Prosecco with some of our local friends, and 2 of our friends were actually leaving the next day, so it was kind of their farewell drinks in Porto Rotondo, which was really lovely. So just, you know, we're enjoying these really chill nights, and I think what's great is with the location of our apartment, it's really easy to walk in 5-10 minutes to everywhere in Porto Rotondo, so that's been just lovely. So that wraps up my days 5 and 6 in Sardinia. I really hope you enjoyed it, and whether you're planning a trip to Sardinia or you're just looking for some inspiration on what to do there, if it's maybe a holiday destination that you would like, I really hope that you enjoyed the video. If you like this video, please hit that like button. That really helps my channel. Leave a comment, let me know what you liked about the video, or if you've been to the Porto Rotondo area area, please leave some comments with hotels, good restaurants, things to see and do, great beaches. Sharing is always caring here on this channel. And if you would like to join me on this wonderful YouTube journey, please consider subscribing. It's completely free. It just means that you will see my videos when you pop onto YouTube. I have so many more great videos in the queue, including a few more from Sardinia. So thanks again for tuning in, and I will see you soon.